But yeah, man, lately I've been sketching and drawing stuff the whole time. Not much this morning. Kind of just woke up and just woke up. I know it's like 1:40, like 2 on Saturday, but I'm here. I'm up and I'm at 'em. How you been, man?
Oh no, just chilling, doing the 75 hard. So got done with my first workout a while ago, and then made me a little parfait so I could actually have something sweet because I can't have no sugar, so I'm scratching my neck like I'm fiending or
Damn,
something.
and man's need that white powder, bro. It's crazy. Wait, you talked about that 75 hard before. Tell me like the basics of that again, bro. Because I'm not that
Basically,
strong.
no, you good. G. It's just basically no sugar, no processed meats and stuff like that. Gotta drink a gallon of water a day, two 45-minute workouts, and then just stick to a good dietary restriction or something like that. Like you could do Mediterranean or anything.
Oh, for sure. Damn. So is you doing the Mediterranean joint right now?
I'm basically just doing a not a strict diet, but just no sugars, no alcohol, uh, no extra preservatives and nothing like that. And everything just mostly got to be organic for me, and then high protein.
True. Yeah, high protein is the move. I've been eating a lot of lentils for that reason lately. It's cheap and it'll get you your requirements. And you can kind of make the taste whatever you want. Type beat.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know what's up, man. That's crazy. I mean, that sounds like it's working out for you. I'm drinking a lot more water. I gotta stop with the energy drinks for sure, but they got me at the job at like 7 a.m. So I gotta get up at 4 a.m. Sometimes it's just,
Oh
it
yeah,
is
so
what
you
it
getting
is.
on time to the job. Gotta get to the gig.
Not even just making it on time. Like that's at this point, that's the automatic part. But it's like once it hit like 9 a.m., 9:30, it'd be the end of the day for me. So I need something, bro. I'm gonna sit there and start falling asleep at that desk. I swear it's a type of torture, bro. But we in there.
I feel it. No, I feel that.
Yeah, no, I'm knowing, bro. It's crazy out here. But I mean, that sounds decent, the diet and stuff. And anything else you've been up to lately?
Shit, besides that, catching up on my anime a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just went back and watched Gurren Lagann, you know what I'm saying? I had to real quick,
Man.
cause that's like that's definitely one of my top tens right there.
And no, you the one. As a matter of fact, I forgot you the one put me on the Gurren Lagann anyway, because I had never heard of it before I talked to you, like 10 years ago. Shit, 12 at this
Yeah,
point.
G.
But yeah, bro, you really put me on to the sauce. You really put me on to the sauce for real. Like we gonna talk about it more later because I did just the reason that I called you kind of late because I was finishing up watching the first 3 episodes, and at
Yeah.
first I'm like, oh man, I forgot. Let me go ahead and speed run these joints right quick while I'm doing the setup.
Yeah.
Man, boy, how did I forget?
Gee, just the first three episodes, then there you just
How did
like,
I forget?
damn.
It's crazy. So we gonna get into that later for sure. But man, I'm glad I'm back in the watching some of that. I know the past couple nights I've been watching Invincible because I waited for it to be finished so I can binge it all.
Yeah.
Hey man, they really get into the meat and potatoes of this story right here for sure.
Nah,
For
especially
sure.
since like I read the comics for that boy.
I was finna say,
Gee, they stayed talking dirty on thread for a second. Now they got the apology letter up
let them
online.
talk.
That had me dead,
They
bro.
had to talk. They had to talk about it, bro. And they keep power scaling and like what's going to happen. I'm not going to spoil it either because I want people to find out just how I
Hey,
found out after you told me to read the comics. Like no, y'all gonna find out at the end of this joint. Really, he really earning that fur coat he rocking right now type situation.
I'm when he upgrade the fur, that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting for the fur upgrade. That's what.
Please trust and believe it's coming. The drip upgrade is coming. Yeah, I'm not gonna know what to do with it, but it's coming, and I'm glad that we finally getting into the story. And it feel like not feel like they said they drop it the next season next year, so we didn't gotta wait that long compared to how it used to be.
Yup, nah, it's gonna be decent. I'm just boy, he put that Battle Balenci on. That's all I'm waiting
But the
on.
Battle Balenciaga, man, and hey, everybody else get used to the with the comic readers. We know the blue suit Mark phase. This ain't nothing but
Oh
pain and
yeah.
destruction. Nothing but pain and destruction for my boy Mark. He don't like none of this. So.
He over it, bro. That's how you know he over
He go
it.
over it, bro. I knew it was gonna be some heat when they dropped the blue suit mark, and he didn't take it off after the end of the first. I'm like, yep, buckle up. It's blue suit season. But I like how they deconstruct a lot of stuff with the superhero genre and Invincible specifically. You know what I mean? Because like it's like it's goofy, it's fun and everything, but like think about Nolan for example. They talked about how I watched an episode where they beat what the coming of age thing for Viltrumites. Like when you get 18, your parents just mollywop you. You know what I mean? Like that's
Oh,
just
that
what they do.
episode was crazy, bro. His mama had definite hate. That was
His
not.
mama was so over him and his daddy. Both of y'all weak as mine. I'm your
Bro, she
baby
was not
boy.
feeling him at all, bro.
Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. But that's just their culture though. That's the wild part. Like that's how this, I guess, this race of people was
Hmm.
socialized. That's what they do, And we could be mad at him all we want to, and we should, because that shit vile as hell. But like when he did that shit to Mark, that's what he knew. You know what I mean? Like Oliver
Hmm.
Lucky, Oliver Lucky, my boy went to jail, came back, a Muslim basically, and was beating up on him. You know what I mean? He came back and found the light of somebody, bro. All our guy, all of them, bro. He came back because Oliver Soul was finna get it, bro. But Uncle Conquest
Low
took care of
key,
that for everybody. It's all right.
Nolan sat up in the cell and said, "Damn, G, I miss my wife. Hold on, I gotta go back to my wife."
I need to go back home. My boy sat in the cell alone, cold, dark, and said, "You know what? I ain't had a bad life for that. I'm gonna start praying." And started praying
Then started praying, bro.
on his road to redemption, trying to give out to his family. And it's crazy because his wife was definitely watching his other mom's kid. Like that's Hey, shout out to Debbie for really raising.
Shouts out Debbie, bro. That's the realest woman I ever seen, bro. Oh my
She
god.
was raising them. She was raising kids. Hey, she was doing what she had to do. And I mean, honestly, you can't do too much when your man could finger flick you into a red paste type situation. But like, she wasn't really worried about that. She
She
was
wasn't
really
worried about that, boy. She already knew she had. First off, Debbie damn near one of the most dangerous women on the planet. Cause how many Viltrumites she got on her beck and call at any moment, bro? That's all I'm saying.
and nah, for real. She really got at least two,
At
definitely
least
more than
two.
that.
What?
At least two, three, because I forgot about all of them. That's at least three of them, and that's fine, bro. So
We
she's
can't even get into the semantics of bro Adam Eve. Like, come on, bro.
no, for real, four. She really got everybody on her. I was thinking for a minute, like, why Cecil just kind of let Debbie rock like that? Oh yeah, duh. Like,
She had her own little thing going
yeah,
on. Hilarious.
she got her own little platoon going on. Nobody got to worry about Debbie, so she cool. She can do what she want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm watching it, and I was thinking about like why this show cost so much because the budget for Invincible kind of crazy when you think about it compared to like most of the animated shows.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, I'm thinking like, okay, they got Seth Rogen doing Alan Alien, which is it's cool. I don't like it or love it, you know what I mean? But it's whatever. He cool. Too many
Oh, I don't.
jokes.
I can't even tell. It's
It's
whatever.
whatever. If I had to give a criticism, a couple too many jokes, but that's what he does. That's fine. Um, but like, they got other voice talent on there too. Like Debbie, we talking about Debbie. That's Sandra Oh. She's not like she ain't a nobody. She's not a
Yeah.
nobody at all. And then we got what's his name? AK, what's his name? What's the buddy name who do Nolan? What's Simmons, whatever his name is.
Mm. Hold on, I'm finna look it up.
Please, please.
I got you. I got you. That way we ain't sitting here just saying
J.K.
whoopsie
Simmons,
doing that thing the whole time. I ain't trying to
yeah,
talk about myself
buddy
the
ass,
whole time, G.
yeah, but buddy with bald head. And he was what's his name? He was J. Jonah Jameson too. Man, I remember J. Jonah Jameson. It's J.K. Simmons. I'm pretty sure it is, but I want to be sure.
Yeah. You're right. J.K.
All
Simmons.
right, so
J.K.
J.K.
Simmons.
Simmons, and that man was in Whiplash. He was Spider Man. Like he not cheap either. So not only do they got voice talent out the wazoo for every character, really, because they did not have to go that hard for like. I mean, I guess they did for story purposes, but they didn't have to go that hard for Invisible's mom for real. If we being 100%, so you know, shout out to that. But the animation pretty smooth too compared to what season one was. If I'm being real, season one was good. It was great, but
It's like a updated like 4K Justice League animation, and I love
nah,
that
it's
shit.
kind of crazy. It's kind of
Like
crazy.
that's the shit that I love.
Yeah, they really got motion in that for real. And at first, I thought like the shading on the characters don't be up to snuff sometimes, in my opinion. But for the most part, like I think the color, the palette and the lighting for this works
Even
because
for me
half the
being
time
colorblind, it's nice. That's all I'm
it's,
saying.
that's what I'm saying, bro. It's low, a little better than entry, and half the time they in space anyway. You know what I mean? So like, what we need to see, and the only color you really miss out on is red because they be bleeding half the time. That's really it. But you can see that.
Oh no, that's self-explanatory.
Yeah, that's good enough. So I give a shout out to Invincible this season. They're really taking it there. I'm excited to see. I just know we got so much more story, so I know we kind of halfway through it, but really, it's all coming together. So I'm liking how that's coming up. And then,
Yeah.
what you been watching? Anything else? Not anime related?
Non-anime related. Oh, Primal. That's like that's my
Oh,
shit.
you gotta put me on, yo, because my one of my cousins was telling me about that. I never tapped in yet.
Yeah, nah, G. So it's basically a caveman animation. It's made by the same dude who made Samurai Jack. It ain't got basically no words in it for real, for real.
Oh, they wasn't joking about that.
Yeah, no, it really ain't got. No, it's just they just screaming and yelling the whole time, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you, G. It's amazing, like because everything is very self-explanatory with the way that like everything is portrayed. Even like not too much to spoil, but like of course you already know that the dinosaur and the caveman is like
Right,
they
right.
homies. You see him riding on top of them and stuff. So of course we call the caveman Spear because he usually got a spear on him, and everybody calls the dinosaur Fang
Okay.
because she just got one big ass tooth hanging out.
Merch.
Uh, so they they chill and well they got like a mutual thing that brought them together. So afterwards, it's like they're hunting together. So it's like, all right, we done got done with whatever little conflict we just had to deal with. Now we got to get back to our daily
Type
lives
beat.
and
Type beat. Type beat.
take care of ourselves. So he hunting the boar, and he got in his sights. He cocked his arm back. He throw the spears right about to get him. Next thing you know, all you see is fangs snatch that up, and he mad as hell. He like, hey yo, that's mine. What you doing? And the dinosaur is just like, nigga, it's survival of the fittest, and I got it. So whatever, and it walks
Back
off.
it up.
It's like, all right, so now it's like you got they go back and forth, and it's just crazy shit like that. But I think it's like towards the end of that episode, this ain't even like a spoiler, but like towards the end of that episode, it's like they of course they come together to help each other at first,
Right.
but once they do it, they in like a dire ass situation, like a bunch of piranhas or some shit was there. I was like, damn, let's how they supposed to
Hmm.
get out of this?
All right. And now we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to lock in and check that one out. Maybe we watch that on the thing for real because it sounds like it's
Yeah, no,
gas.
you gotta
You
peep
ain't the
Primal.
first one
No, G,
to
it's the
recommend.
one. I'm not. Yeah,
But yeah, we're gonna have to get back to Primal or get into Primal with you because I first of all, you know how I feel about Samurai Jack. That's my boy.
yeah,
That's the main man 100 bands right here. You know what I mean? On top of
yeah.
that, I was looking at some Pop Up Girl stuff too recently. That man really was he was really juicing for real. He was back. He had that joint back in the day. So I'm gonna have to check Primal out. And how many seasons that joint got?
Uh, three if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's three. Three.
It's like an ongoing story right now. Or is they try to wrap it up? It just
They might keep it going. I don't know, cause yeah, no spoilers or nothing, but
mm,
they should definitely it could be more. Let me see. Yeah, it's three seasons.
okay. Bet it up. No, I'm gonna have to lock into that. Is it like I'm interested to see how the story develops now. If we got 3 seasons of in the hooping and hollering, I'm gonna have to see where we going with that for
Nah,
real.
I ain't gonna lie, G. It's it's crazy. Like you said, it's just everybody hooping and hollering.
That's the move. Yeah, that's bringing me back to my answer like Thundercats for real. I don't know why I'm thinking about that, but like Thundercats had a bunch of banger adaptations, and they had one in like the mid 2000s that was like anime style. It was gas. So I'm hoping I get some of that. But I'm excited. You ain't the first person. Like I said, I keep saying you're the first person to talk about this. And usually when you recommend me something, it's gas. So
I appreciate that, cause I be boy, I be trying.
you be locked in with the knowledge for real, bro. And it's varied too. It ain't just like not there's nothing wrong with it, but like a lot of people lock in the isekai lately and stuff like that, and that's cool because you watch them too. But I know if I ask you for recommendations, you usually went through a lot of the muck. You know what I mean? So I got to go through it. So it's kind of I feel like I'm cheating sometimes, but you just be locked
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, like I don't mind telling you like, yeah, no, this one it was okay, but I feel like you might not like it. You can try the first like three episodes, but if you don't like it after that, you're not gonna like the rest of it.
No, for real. That's what it comes down to, man. Your recommendations be curated to the max, and that's the move for real. Because I can't. Some people will give you what they like to watch, and that's cool. That's what you like. You know what I mean? But I'm not you. I don't want to watch this. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't want to watch reincarnated as a gym sock. You know, maybe that's a banger isekai to isekai lovers, but I'm a tourist.
Insane. I can't stand you, gang. Nah, you definitely gotta cater more towards like the person, because what I noticed, like a lot of times when people try to get somebody into anime that don't watch anime, they just try to like immediately put them onto like, the Space Monkey Punch Punch, Dragon Ball, or Space Magic Ninjas, Moon Magic Ninjas, Naruto, or whatever. But at
Man,
the end of the day, if you don't, you gotta put them onto something like Erased or like Bones, like Beautiful
no,
Bones,
you're right.
or like
You're alive.
Psychopaths. You gotta put somebody on like Psychopaths or something like that, to where it's not just shonen. Cause like
You're
shonen
right.
can come in later on. That's fine. It ain't nothing wrong with it. But like, especially like at most people's age, now you gotta start recommending the seinen, bro. Like,
You really do, yo. And honestly, you're right because I was trying to figure out what to recommend my girl, and I've been showing her. And I was trying to. I'm not gonna fold you, bro. I wasn't just throwing a Dragon Ball, Space Monkey, Pump Ups. Now, don't get me wrong. When it's my turn on TV, if I want to see Broly versus Gogeta, I'm gonna put that on. But outside of that, I was trying to recommend stuff like Trigun, a little bit of Cowboy Bebop, But even then, that's still kind of like it's not too far removed from the typical stuff. And I get it, it's all historical. That's all it came over here. That's what like blew it up over here anyway. But we in a new era, you know what I mean? We kind of spoiled for choice. We can dig a little bit deeper and then bring the historical joints into the picture a little later once they got like a basic understanding of what anime or the medium means to them. You feel me? I think
right,
like if I'm gonna recommend somebody that could replace Dragon Ball, even though I don't care for it like that, it's
right,
probably Demon Slayer. You know what I mean? I think Demon Slayer is a good replacement for Dragon Ball as far as an introductory thing. If they're not
right,
already into like the fighter type of anime, you know what I mean? Because Demon
right.
Slayer got a little bit of both. It's pretty.
Yeah,
It's
it's
simple.
pretty. It's got story. It's
Story
got the
simple
fighting
too.
in there, and yeah, like it's real easy to catch on to.
Because what people don't like, at least what I'm noticing, and when I'm trying to explain to somebody like my girl Dragon Ball, mugs don't understand how complicated Dragon Ball really is. If you want to like get the full, impact of the scene, because we start off with even if you start off with Dragon Ball Z at the beginning, when Goku fight Raditz, that's already like a payoff for like 20 years of build up from Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? Like you really don't understand how deep the scene go unless you watch Dragon Ball and watch Goku go from a kid, lose his tail, from becoming an ape and shit. Really dive into the martial arts, fight Piccolo. And so when Piccolo show up in the Raditz, thing, you understand how deep it is because Piccolo was just Goku enemy, and he's the son of King Piccolo, who was a demon. Scratch that. None of them are demons. They aliens now. You know what I mean? Like even at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, there's low key, a kind of high key, a lot of like barrier to entry that you kind of just had to know prior to really get the full impact of the scene. And a lot of people coming into anime, don't get me wrong, a lot of people do that work. That's why it's still big. But like for like people like my girl, she's not gonna do all that fucking work.
Yeah, it's like, especially when it comes to stuff that's bigger like that, always has branching out things from it as well,
Talk
not just
about
like the movies.
man.
So like, especially with Dragon Ball, like Toriyama definitely had other art pieces. Like he
Hmm.
didn't had a hand in Dragon Quest when it comes to games. Like that's a
No,
great
he
art piece.
he really all over the place. You're right.
Like, and then like we can talk about what's that, Sandland, where you play as a demon prince.
Forgot
You're
about
technically
Sandland.
you're Deborah's son, bro. Like,
That's even more prior knowledge. Like, don't get me wrong, you don't need that to understand it, but like it makes everything to the people that are fanatics about it, which is tend to be most people. They've done that work. You know what I mean? But you showing a
yeah,
motherfucker who don't know that, they're not gonna follow you. You got to breadcrumb them, bro. You can't just throw them in there, throw them in the deep end.
right off, right off into the deep end.
Nah, man. Like, and I don't know. I guess to go back to what you said, me and you, we get Space Monkey Punch Punch 'cause we was there for all of that. We watched Dragon Ball GT. We watched Dragon Ball Legends for real. I be watching Dragon Ball Legends for real, which is crazy.
Oh no, you got it on that one. I
Yeah,
can't. I ain't
you
even
I
watched Legends.
you talking about that they got golden cooler in that motherfucker, bro. Don't make no sense, bro.
What? The power scaling must be crazy in that bitch. I ain't gonna
What power scaling, bro?
lie.
There's two Gokus in that joint. One of them go Super Saiyan 4, one of them go Ultra Instinct, and then they both go crazy. And then we got a whole Broly knockoff Cumber, which is like dark Broly, bro. It's crazy. They be time traveling that joint, but it's like that's for people that's for Dragon Ball fans who watch everything. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's for motherfuckers who was in fifth grade looking up Dragon Ball Angel Fire, which was fake, on the school computer. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't do that. And
yeah.
but the good thing is anime is so big right now, or the medium as a whole. We can just take our time, show some movies, and then make me watch some other stuff too. Like I didn't watch Yo Lie or whatever. I didn't even like Miyazaki movies till my shorty really put me on game because them's
Which
just
one? Which one is the Miyazaki ones?
like Spirited Away. Yeah, the
Totoro and them.
Totoro and them. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I be, what's the Studio Ghibli? That's what I be
Mm-hmm,
saying.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Studio Ghibli movies. My bad.
Nah, you're right. That's on me for not recognizing the whole studio. But like, that's what I'm talking about. She got me into those joints, which I realized a lot of more people watch those probably than fucking Space Monkey Punch Punch. So I'm really tapping into that and learning more about other. It's just a big genre. It's just a big genre type beat. But what games you been playing, bro?
Everything. G, you know me. I just downloaded Sorrows.
Oh, I heard about that joint. I've not looked into it.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the new roguelike.
Oh,
That's from the
brother.
people who made Returnal and stuff like Resogun and shit like that.
Oh yeah, you love
Yeah,
Resogun.
the Bullet Hell Johns. I love them.
Yeah,
I love them games.
you do. You be locked in for real.
Besides that, Dragonkin the Banished. I've been playing that. It's like a ARPG like Diablo and Path of Exile, but
Mm.
it's like your character runs around with a dragon companion, and you can both of y'all basically level up separately or it like together, and then it like the way that the skill tree works is like a beehive, and you put these little hexes in, and
Yeah.
if you correspond them correctly, it like evolves the skill. So like you could be sitting there with a lightning beam that you shoot out, and it's like, oh, okay, you just shoot out like a little lightning strike. You evolve it. Now your dragon came in to help you do the spell, and now it's a laser, and
Mm.
you can even upgrade it more to it like you now start shooting out like three lasers, or
Damn.
as soon as the lasers impact they send out other stuff. So like I just love that aspect, especially when it comes to them type of games, because it gives you more freedom on builds, because I don't really like looking at like meta builds and stuff like that,
Yeah, yeah. You be doing it yourself type beat.
yeah, I gotta have the freedom for it. Like what was it when I used to show you playing Dark Souls, like my old
Yeah.
Dark Souls games, bro? Like
Yeah, you're really locked in, but you wasn't doing. I mean, I would see you do builds that like ended up being meta, or they were meta on maybe your first few playthroughs or whatever. But after you hit the Fur Great Sword in Dark Souls 3, for example, that was kind of it. So,
oh yeah, no, I was Unga Booga in Dark Souls 3. It was give me the biggest sword I could get and give me. I'm putting everything in the strength. What about your health? It don't matter if I can smack them.
You was truly the first person I met in real life that was like that. Like I see it online, and I know a couple people like online, but no, I was watching you play. We was in my mama's house one night. I was watching him play. Like, nah, man, this man really just slapped that boy for half his health. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, cause what is it? You get the Ultra Fuma Great Sword. It's like the Fuma Great Sword. It's just super big. You gotta have like strength 50 to get it. And I was like, nah, I'm finna dedicate my build to that sword. I got it, boy. I just started running amok. I ain't care about nothing
Boy, I thought that was a damn great shield when I first laid eyes on that joint. I'm like, why
because
you
it's
running around with
so.
a great shield, family? He said it's a sword. I'm like, no, it's not.
I
John
got
was
a whole
massive.
stance with this, boy. That's a
Uh,
sword. You nah, ain't no way.
this man, that's that one anime that Jeffrey told me to watch, Mashle, bro. That's how buddy was coming, bro.
Marshall.
Yes, Mashle, bro. He was putting
Oh
everything in his
my
train. That's how buddy came for
bro.
real. Oh, Asta ass sword from Black Clover. No way, bro.
Man, magic? What's that? I got this sword.
Man, not if I just
Nah,
knock your ass out. Type
bro. And it's
situation.
crazy because now it completely changed. Like I will say like that's something I say changed from like being a kid to like getting older. Like I being a kid, I always loved the just all strength builds. And
Mm.
then as soon as I got older, I started looking at magic like, wait a minute, hold on, y'all got a lot going on over here.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
see
you
what's
got me
going
there
on.
for real. You got me there for real, bro. I knew it was like that when motherfuckers I knew been forever been picking axes and orcs and whatnot in like Elder Scrolls games, for example.
Oh, oh yeah.
They had double hammers and whatnot, and that thing I know, next thing I know, they going through other rings, straight mage mode, and I'm like, man, that's crazy. I'm still rocking the Dex build because I'm I got it like that, but y'all went from strength to magic. That's crazy. That's progressive right there. I see y'all.
Yeah, no, I think mine was like a dumbass jump too, because I go from using great swords straight to necromancy. Just give me the necromancy, bro. I need an undead army at my beck and
And
call.
that
Like,
joint technical too. That's the crazy part. That's not you're not smashing nobody with no undead hammer. That's a technical knowledge right there.
bro.
Nah, I'm good where I'm at, man. You know me. I make motherfucker bleed for it. Give me the Dex build all day, every
Man,
day.
I said, what is that? When you first started playing Elden Ring, what did you get that Bloodhound sword, bro? You was like, I'm with it. I got
Oh,
this.
see, now that it was interesting progression on my Elden Ring journey with my one ass character who I have not progressed past Millennia yet because I keep forgetting about the DLC. The fucking I beat her though, but
Okay.
so I beat the shit out of that motherfucker. But so my build, no tweak. I stopped playing Elden Ring because I was like, yes, I beat Millennia, and then I put that joint down, and I ain't looked back since. I know that DLC is crazy, but I'm like, man, I'm playing Mouse PI though. But no, so for when I started Elden Ring, I was on Dex build because I always pick Dex build because I'm a weeb or whatever. You know what I mean? Give me the samurai sword. Y'all can have them big joints. I need something thin that make motherfucker bleed. But I picked the samurai sword, so I was running around with the Uji katana, and it was cool. But on them dex levels early, you don't really get that much. Like your damage scale doesn't pop off that much. At least not for me. You know what I mean? Like I see y'all walk around with Unga Bunga shit level 13, smacking motherfuckers around, and I got the dex blade. I'm making moves, but this shit kind of taking forever on the boss. So, like you said, I picked up that Bloodhound Greatsword, and it was love at first sight, baby. It was love at first sight. That thing, because it scaled with dex and strength. I think it was like a what they call them joints skill when it's dex and strength, it's like a quality build. They call them quality build. So it's like a quality build type sort, if I'm not mistaken. And y'all can correct me
Yeah.
in the comments because I'm probably wrong. But I like that because I could throw a couple points in the dex, throw a couple points in the strength, and round myself out while I'm still leveling dex. So when later on I got two Uchigatanas,
Mm.
and I'm really going nuts on them. You know what I mean? So when I got two Melania, like I told you, I beat her. It was kind of a cheese build, but Dex is kind of cheese off top. So I think I'm within my I'm well within my range. I pulled out two Uchikatanas
Mm-hmm.
with the ice enchantment with the blood enchantment. I just got smacking around with two of them joints, so it was good to go. You know, so I'm gonna keep it with Dex. I like being fast. I like being you know what I mean ridiculous, a little flamboyant with it if I
Little
will say so
speedy.
myself.
Just gotta be speedy.
A little bit speedy, you know what I mean? Not too much, you know. Just a little bit more to you type situation. So that was my Elden Ring
Cause in
Dex build,
Elden
but I'm
Ring,
usually Dex builds anyway. So
yeah, Elden Ring for me it was more like started out with the little samurai, and I wanted to figure out what the spells was looking like. So
for
I
real,
instantly started doing all the little magic shits, and I was like, damn, spells is kind of broken in Elden Ring. God
they
damn,
all
man.
are for real, bro.
And so I low key started turning into like a hybrid spell sword type of deal because I liked the graviton katana, the little gravity katana you
Oh
get.
yeah, that joy was nice.
That bitch is nice. So I was like, oh okay, yeah, use that, and then I usually pair it with Melania's sword.
True.
Uh, but then I got the DLC, and what is it? I think it's Rosalina. I forgot. I might have to look her name up. You know me up.
Yeah, I didn't even play that
I
joint,
just
so
I
I
just
can't
know
help you.
names. But she get two swords from her, which is like two double-edged swords that come with like this special ability where you like twirl around with flames around you,
Yeah.
and then they also introduce like the backhanded weapons.
Oh
So the
yeah.
back, yeah, the backhand swords or whatever. So you put them on. You know, now I'm one with the wind, so I'm just gonna finna go through, slash them up. You know what I'm saying? Switch to the other blades and then start doing the twirl, bro. I'm walking around with full swords. I'm better than Zoro at this point. Like,
Yeah, you
what?
got it. You got it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I need to. I might just hop on this DLC, man. Like I'm bugging, but like, damn, that shit sound cool. They got the hand to hand joints in the DLC too, don't it?
I think they did add the hand to hand was in there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just kind of cold. I'm not gonna lie. I like what I did like about other ring spells. And hold on, when you say spells, we talking about spell intelligence and faith spells, or just intelligence spells?
Mine was just the intelligence ones. I wanted to do faith, but I didn't think I did not think I would do well with faith or the other ones, the draconic ones, where you turn into the dragons and shit. I think that's still faith. That might be a different attribute.
Nah, it is still faith, but that's all faith build, man. I think you need to go back and play Elden Ring. You need to go back and do a faith build, my brother, because the second the flip side of my build, excuse me, when I was doing Dex build, was a Black
Uh-huh.
Flame build, brother. I was worshiping the
Not
Black
you. I'm a
Flame.
Tarasuan out here, G. What the
I
fuck?
was doing niggas crazy. It didn't make a fucking lick of sense. I got man, listen. I know, I know intelligence is cracked in Elden Ring. I know it. When my brother put on Elden Ring and he hit the intelligence build, it was Kamehameha on the fucking boss. I understood it. But what I don't think y'all understand is that faith builds are so insanely versatile under the same stat, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, at the same breath, I'm hitting Amaterasu on the motherfucker. I'm also throwing blood flies at the motherfucker. And then I'm throwing fucking lightning bolts. And then I'm throwing dragon shit. It's all. It just depends on how I'm feeling for real. It just really depends on how I'm feeling. So,
I'm feeling that's
I need you to go
wild.
back, bro, and then really explore that Elden Ring joint and look at the faith
Like,
skill tree because the faith skills was it was busted in the fact that it was just so versatile, bro. Like
I'm gonna have to peep it. I gotta peep the faith skills.
that's probably why it was so easy for me to cheese because like I was talking about Dex guys. I'm like, yeah, my Dex was cheesing my first because of bleed. Yeah, it was only cheesing because it was complemented by the insane faith buffs that made bleeding proc every three fucking hits. Like oh my god. Stop tweaking, bro. Stop lying to these people, man. I gotta stop lying to these people because that was crazy. I bullied motherfucker after that one, bro. It took a little bit to get used to it, but once I got the rhythm down, mine was just bleeding out on the floor and freezing to death and shit because I had freeze champ on the other one. That was faith is
Bully
busted.
mode. He said it was bully mode.
It was ridiculous. Like, and don't get me wrong, I don't know much about intelligence because I never touched the maze skills in any Elden Ring or any From Software game. If I'm being 100% with you, I just never do. But like, I just don't know how versatile it is compared to Faith and all those types of skills, bro. Because you get fire, you get dark fire, you get blood magic, you get ice magic, you get lightning, you get fucking sun magic, you get healing, you get shields and shit. I know y'all got that magic hammer though. That shit go hard.
Oh yeah, nah. But the
That shit
hammer
go
of
hard.
judgment, boy. That boom.
That joint go crazy, and that was one of the few times I was like,
That's the
"Damn,
gavel, boy. That is the gavel.
y'all get a gavel and a Kamehameha? Shit, man, it's kind of fucking
Like,
crazy."
oh boy, what they had to nerf that motherfucker like 3, 4 times.
I remember they kept nerfing that shit, and it didn't do much because it don't matter, bro. It's a
Because
concentrated beam of energy. It's a Kamehameha. Let him have it.
cause the first one, what was that? Cause it's the spell. I don't think it was. No, it was like a little tier or something that you could pop. It was like a usable,
Oh yeah,
and
the
you just,
cerulean tear and the flask or whatever.
bro, you just get infinite.
Yes,
What you
bro.
jiggling?
For like 15 seconds. I'm not even 15 seconds. It was like 3 seconds, 10 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, it's like yeah, it was like it was. I think it was 10 seconds at first. Then they reduced it to like 8. Then
That's
they
that's
reduced it to like 5.
that's good enough, bro. 5 seconds. All I gotta do is down half health and then ah, get the father son Kamehameha on your ass. That's a wrap.
Nah, G, but you talking about bleeding the nigga out? That's wild. I can't.
Oh
That's
no, that's the move. I used to just do that and dance around the ring and shit. You know what I mean? Like it was love, especially when I had the one with the flies was like a ball. It was like a launchable or a projectile, I should say. So I'm dancing around the ring and shit with the quick step, just throwing blood flies at the motherfuckers. I had like three katana on me. I was like 0-2 the whole time, but that's because the ability swapped off on one of them. So I had the sheath ability on because that's the bread and butter. You doing damage with the sheath a bit with the sheath, and then I had quick step on another one, and I just skirt around the ring on that joint, and then I just figure out how to swap them out in between battle between left hand right hand if I can get to the ability, and I'm just what's the fucking move called the other ring game? The dash
the
one, quick step.
quick
I'm quick.
step. Yeah.
I'm flash step and I'm bleach off motherfucker throwing blood flies at them, and then that's the they come out. They come out a swarm of gnats. sucking blood, and I hit him with the sheath, the meat, vicious sheath, unsheathed rather. Y'all fight you, you fighting flies off with both hands and shit. Next thing I know, all you hear is and I cleave you in twain, bro.
Nigga said that man over there being Ichigo with some fucking mosquitoes, bro. I can't.
Man,
He over there flash stepping with
all you
mosquitoes.
hear is yeah, yeah. Like it's a rap. That was what I was playing. That's the game I was playing, bro.
Ah,
A little bit of Ichiro in there with the ice blade. Don't forget, yes sir.
that man childish. Man
Hey,
childish.
I beat that motherfucker after like 30 times. So I think that's pretty good numbers. All right. So we started rewatching Gurren Lagann, and I'm watching this since you recommended it to me for like the first time back like 12 years ago, like I was saying earlier, bro. So I watched it again, and I didn't realize like how depressed Simone ass was from one, and then two, these motherfuckers was really from the dirt, like the actual under the earth type situation.
Mole people, like actual mole people. G.
They really was the mole people, folks, and that's crazy because like if we talk about them being the mole people, Kamina, he wasn't one of them for real. They broke the mold and they made bro for real.
Bro, they even the village chief, you know what I'm saying? He was on that with him on dirt with him because he was an orphan, Wu out the third. But when you go back in the comics backstory and you see like his daddy, it's like, oh well, yeah, his
Man,
daddy he look cold. He wanted the ones.
he one of them ones. We're gonna talk about his pops a little bit for real, because once man, even without all that content, he just wasn't going for none of it, bro. He was getting to the top no matter what type situation. So it wasn't a question of if but when for bro. The village was like you said, the chief was holding him back for real. Like had that man just at the bottom of his fucking abilities and shit. But the
Bro.
game needed him, so he appeared. Type shit.
But yeah, G, no. Besides that, it's just like even the setup for it in the beginning with Simone just being a digger. All he doing is just digging his whole life, drilling the entire time, and mostly just so he can keep his mind away from thinking about his dead parents the entire time.
No, for real.
Man, skips meals. He don't mind. He just be secretly digging just so he can keep his mind off of things, bro. Like that shit crazy.
Damn, bro. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I didn't realize man was that depressed until I watched it again. Because at first I'm watching, I'm like, all right, man, who up the third? This the sad one. But no, like real shit, this man was terribly sad, bro.
He had a reason. It was a reason for him to be sad, bro. It's not just
Yeah,
getting all upset for no reason. Then, like, by the time he actually do get up to the surface, it's like, damn, I'm seeing what's caused the earthquakes that killed my parents, and it's like, oh, damn.
man,
He's seeing
yeah.
the trauma, bro. It's just like, damn.
You keep pulling that joint back, it just get deeper and deeper, bro. So they get up out that joint, and then after Kamina and them start tweaking, start messing up shit after Simon found the robot. I can't forget he found the logon off top
Yeah,
when he was just digging, like you were saying earlier, bro.
yeah, he was. What was it? He was secretly digging, and they had just got done tweaking off Kamina, and they put him in jail. And the
Because of them
little
boars, bro. Them boars.
yeah. These niggas really took multiple boars, ran them into each other to try to get up to the surface, bro. Like that is crazy.
Man, my
That's
boy,
crazy,
he was getting to the top no matter what, bro. Period.
bro. But then, yeah. So he was in jail. Put him in jail for that or whatever. And Simone was just digging. He found Lagan and then went to go dig and broke Kamina out of jail. Which peep when he goes to get Kamina sitting up there with his hands tied up. And Simone is like, "Hey, bro, I gotta show you something. Not just break him out, but I gotta show you something." He like, "Damn, for real." All right, I guess, and breaks himself out of the bind. Just like,
Right? Yeah.
could have just left at any time, gang. All right, whatever.
You right, because I forgot that part too. And bro, when Simon pulled up, like, yo, we gotta get you out of here. He said, you gonna break me out? I'm like, yeah, bro. Simon got that big ass drill. He fought to get the drilling chains. My boy just broke it, said, here I come. Like, all right, you was just chilling. You was taking a nap for real. You was tired. But yeah, man. So they got out that joint. And then they getting out that joint to find Lagon. Next thing you know, it's this big dumbass head come out of nowhere, bro. And I want to take a minute to talk about their designs for their characters, bro, because like the silhouettes for the gunmen, that's what they end up calling them, bro. The robots and shit was so striking. Like it didn't really need as much color, and I'm glad that you could experience it the way you experienced it because like the color's cool, it's great, but like even without that, if I was watching this in black and white, I'd be like, yeah, this shit tough because like the shading's great, the silhouettes of the characters are great, and all the designs are different. You know what I mean? We don't get that shit like talk about now in anime, in my opinion, but
Yeah,
this,
no, you definitely need that distinction a lot of the times. It's more so. I think it goes back to like that old school, almost hand drawn art style
yeah,
where
boy, I was gonna say,
you could tell the love got put into it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they really sat there and they made everything distinct and unique to each other. Like
yeah,
especially when
bro,
each gunman looks different, even from like the
each one, bro.
little ones that you be like, damn, that motherfucker kind of ugly. He still looked different and cool from somebody else.
Even the fodder, bro. The fodder got dripped in this one, and that's crazy. Like I'm being unfair by comparing it to recent anime because this is a work of love for sure, like for sure. But like this got I got to point it out. I got to respect it for it. I got to point it out. But yeah, no. So after the gunman pulled up, the finest crafted gunman that I've ever seen in my life, and their fodder pulls up. Yoko pulls up and she gets introduced, and at first, you know, she dressed provocative type situation. You know what I mean? This is the genre of the show we're watching. It's like grindhouse type shit.
Short shorts, bro, with the bikini with the flames on it. It's like, oh, okay, here we go. Here come one of the whatchamajiggums. Just a little fan service, thanks. And
No, for
she's
real.
used to it. It's not like it. Well,
We got to pay the fan service tax. We got to pay the fan service tax. I'll say that much. But
yeah.
like, you
I'm gonna
know,
put her character under review later, bro. Because I sometimes it's just Yoko be killing me. It's
no, for real.
her circumstances. That's all.
No,
But
literally just yeah.
like you said though, they definitely introduce Yoko at that point. But at this point, you think she's fan service, but at the same time she useful because she pull up with that big ass sniper.
Man, talk about useful. She carried for the first couple episodes. If I'm being 100% for real. They should
Bro,
die. They would have died.
they would have died, bro.
It's
What?
like put it to you this way: both of these bunkies can't read. One of them's crying and pissing his pants. The other one, he's swinging, but like at what? He don't know what's going on. So like they'd
Bro,
have died.
like I love Kamina, bro, but if we sit here and look at it, bro, this is a little nigga with a samurai sword against Gundam.
Oh, for real. Like we gon' at least Shorty got the anti-material pull up with something in her pocket. My boy Kamina, as brave as he is, real stupid for real. But that's why we love him. That's why we love him. He was really swinging at it. He was swinging at Burning Gundam with a
Bro,
hatchet. I
with a
fuck with
fist.
it. I fuck with it, bro. I fuck with it. You can't keep him down type shit. Yeah, you gonna have to do something about him because he ain't gonna stop.
Yeah.
But I mean, after all the rigmarole, Simone pull up with Lagan after and honestly, let me stop for another comment of strength, bro. This man definitely a god of marketing. We're gonna see that shit later on. But this point kind of proved it to me because I forgot that Lagan doesn't really mean anything. And I was confused when I was younger looking it up, like, oh, what's this mean? It probably means something like, something connected to the culture, some Eastern philosophy stuff. Nah, he just made it up on the spot because it sounded cool.
Yeah, like
That's
the,
it.
that's some Iraqi logic right there. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, for real. He on
I just
his
thought it was
JoJo.
cool.
He said that
I
was
thought it was
cool as hell, and it stuck. It stuck. It's consider how far they go in the series, bro. It really reached the stars and beyond some shit he made up in the middle in the dirt. This man's a marketing guy. He said he should have been on Mad Men for real. He could have had a job on Wall Street with this shit. But they pull up and get the drilling on motherfuckers, bro. They taking care of the little gunman or whatever and get to the surface, and then they kind of see you know, what the surface actually looks like, having been born on the ground and shit, even though Common kind of saw it for like a second with his pops.
hmm
You know what I mean? And then they find out that Yoko wasn't just rocking alone. First of all, he disrespects her by calling her a pit chick because she's from the village too. He thought she was like an overground goddess or whatever. When she said, "Nah, man, I'm from the village riding away," he got to talking greasy immediately. So got to take a got to
Yeah,
take points away from that one, bro. Because Shorty is
Kamina,
from the mud like you. You capping? All right, you need to go back to re-education camp, brother. You bugging out.
yeah, he was like, "Damn, so they got y'all on the surface too? That's nice." And then Shorty was like, "Actually, I'm from this village over here. Oh, it's another dirty mole person.
Dirty
What?"
mole people. I'm like, bro, you are mole people, family. You gotta chill out. Them your people. You the mole people, folks. So
who is this Uncle Ruckus ass nigga?
Man,
No.
bro. Listen, man, sorry, you start hearing trumpets and shit in the background, so you recognize she's from the village around the way, bro. It'd be your own people. It really be your own people, for real. But, but he disrespected them, but then they come find out that they village is living on top of the overground or whatever, not underground and shit, because they village got busted wide open by a gunman or something. So they up there kicking it, and that's what ended up saving them and Yoko from getting demolished by two of the other gunmen that was fighting them. But then the sun sets and they kind of disappear for the day, so they get to chill out at the village on top ground and shit. Which I guess we'll find out about the sunset later.
Mm, true.
Yeah, the village part was cool though. They was really just we just up here taking it to them at any moment we can, and I respect that. You got to
That's another thing. Like the on surface village, I just call them like they little ongoing caravan. You know what I'm saying?
type
Every
shit.
character has their own like unique thing to them. Everybody has
Literally.
some type of thing to them that you remember too. Like the
Mm-hmm.
homie with the spikes that got the two younger sisters. Like you
Oh
know
my
he trying to
boy,
protect his
King
sisters,
Kita,
bro.
King
King
Kita, bro.
Ita, bro.
Man, I forgot about the goat, bro. Oh man,
Like the King Kita, the Goofy brothers, the twins. You know what I'm saying?
all
The
of them.
well, all of
Even the village champ, all of them. I forgot how detailed it was, bro. Like I know we said this earlier, but this really was a work of love for real. They put a little bit of spice on everybody, and you feel it too. Even motherfuckers you think you're not gonna see for a long time. They got some staying power. They got their own little situation going on.
yeah.
So that's tough, and I really appreciated that from them. But we get to the second episode, so they link back up with the humans on the surface and find out that they are from underground village, like Yoko, saying that they were saying. And then Kamina reveals he wants to get to the surface, like we were saying earlier, to hopefully meet with his pops who left him underground. And then we got to take a minute talk about this man, pops, to give him his props as an unsung deadbeat for the Hall of Fame of deadbeat dads, because
Hey, that man really got to the surface and died on the spot. I'm not gonna lie. That's
like, hold on, not even to reveal that because you're right, but like, bro, the first thing he told Kamina, an 8-year old, was like, bro, you see this? We up top, baby. Come with me right now. And this 8-year old said, actually, bro, I'm scared because I'm 8. He said, anyway, see you around, fuck nigga. I'm out of here, bro. And left. If you get your weight up, little nigga, come meet me type shit. And it's like, bro,
he literally told him, "Yeah, bro. Hey, if you get ready enough, come up here, bro. When you're not scared, come meet me, bro."
well, you
What?
not scared. How you make that 8-year old feel like it's his fault? He couldn't make it up here. It's hostile as hell up here. Like you said, family, you just died. You ain't even make it out the steps for real.
You ain't even get off the porch,
No,
bro.
you died on the porch. As soon as he got up top, he found your cape. I'm getting ahead of myself. Like man,
But no, no, no. You right. You
hey,
right.
the only reason that it stick because he got instant gratification. He got instant karma because he died immediately. So there's that. But like, damn,
Immediately.
imagine if he stayed around. That'd been funny as hell.
But yeah, no. What's that? What you leave off on?
Oh no, they found the fucking he was revealing to them why he left the one to get the surface in the first place, and then they get attacked by a gunman like 2 days before Common to bug up and get up out his body and shit to go fight him head on like he always doing.
Yeah, isn't that when that's when he first runs into Vero too, ain't it?
Right before,
Or right before.
because
Okay.
this is when he get the Gurren part of Gurren Lagann. Remember when he got that? They was fighting that one Mac.
Wait, no, bro. We gotta take some time out for this one. Hold on. So we once again, little man Kamita sitting here with his sword in hand, sunglasses on, looks at this the most dangerous thing that just stepped on the
Monster.
scene and said, "I like his face." What? Hold on.
Exactly.
Come,
Exactly where I was
Kamita,
going.
Kamita, wait. And then the fucking monster is sitting there tearing shit up, throwing around rocks, throwing the earth around, basically. This
Man,
nigga
they
almost
even
died.
taking time out
One
to
shot.
say, "Damn, this one a little stronger than the rest of them." As he's going ballistic in the corner, bro, this monster is cutting up rocks. They dropped like a ton of rocks for his head. Man, cut that shit up and cut that out. It got on their ass. He in comments said, "Yeah, I want that one." What's wrong with you?
Bro, You mean you want that one, bro? It's like mid attack. You mid air talking about, yeah, I want that one, bro. You're in the middle of his combo. What are you talking about?
He said I'm mid combo. He said, yeah, I see that neutral. I need that neutral. What?
I need, I need, where's my Pokeball? Hey, somebody got my Pokeball? Like, what
his
the fuck?
his down B is crazy. Give me a piece of that.
That Hadoken command was
I
insane. I
quarter
need that.
circle. Right,
I
quarter
need
circle
that.
into the block, yes, into the punish. I get a piece, give me a piece. But no, so he take, and it's crazy about it. It's crazy about it. He gets that shit too. He really do get that shit. He get that shit
Bro,
by himself.
once again, no, no, no. Oh my god. They gave Kamida, so he first off, he has his sword.
Oh my god, you're right.
He gets on top of the gun with a gun with a projectile weapon and bashes it into it like he's got a fucking a bat or something. And then the gun goes off and he's like, what the hell is that,
Oh,
brother?
you gotta remember this nigga can't read. He ain't never read a book in his life. He don't know what's going on.
Bro.
This nigga one of them. He one of a caveman, but underground caves type shit. You know what I mean? One of them stalactite men, as they say, because the cave is underground and shit. This nigga, he just was bashing shit with a rock and a stick.
Like I get it, but damn, like
No,
ain't nobody.
you don't get it, bro. Because that's how dumb. That's how motherfuckers is coming, bro. He ain't read not one book, and he ain't never. He don't even know you. He don't even know what a projectile weapon is. He just gave him one. What do you even do with it?
Nobody prepped this man, bro. Nobody prepped this cave Neanderthal.
And
That
the funniest part, he was telling Yoko, "Let me get that gun. I got it, so, sir. I don't think you know what a gun is. You don't think you got it. Like you think you got it, family. Go ahead, let that young woman finish her job, sir.
I let that go and finish her job.
Please,
Oh
sir, sit down.
no, bro, but then it's like he couldn't get it open, and thank God Simone comes out of nowhere with fucking Lagan to pry open
You're right.
the mouth. And poor monkey man inside. I know that nigga was shitting his pants. Good lord. Ain't nobody ever forcefully opened the mech before. What happened?
that's some new shit to happen to somebody. That's some new shit to happen to a beast man. Probably like 1,000 years. So
Yeah,
unfortunate, truly.
that man. Ain't nobody ever commandeered his vehicle before. What?
Hey, Grand Theft Auto his shit, like actually. But then they got into the vehicle. So my boy Common, I mean, he had massive help. Don't get me wrong, I'm tweaking because I said he did it by himself. He got in that joint and he starts having like the most insane panic attack in the world, bro. Because it's not for him or whatever. You know what I mean, genetically. But
Cause he's all because he's seen that fucking skull,
he saw
bro.
that fucking skull and said, "Man, hold on, who y'all talking to like that?" And really bugged up. You know what I mean? He ate that panic attacks on some crazy shit, and then was like, "Y'all tweaking. Y'all forgot who I am." You know what I mean? So he threw Simone like a pitch, and they iced him gunman because Simone came through with the with the rebound shot on both of their asses. They was cheering, and that was more or less the end of that shit. And come on, and then that's when come on, I'm fusing in into shit. That's when Kamina finds the cape of his dad and really has that like, wow, my pops died outside. Like my folks died in the front yard for real. We didn't even go nowhere.
What's crazy? The same skull that he had
Uh
seen
huh.
earlier that gave him the panic attack. That was his daddy. His daddy gave him the panic.
Mm-hmm. He ain't even know it for real. But he found out. And I like how they talked about it. And like in the next episode, they fucking talk about how like this man really went through that shit, but he over here telling stories at the campfire because he avoided that shit. That's the man shit to do. Shouts out to Common. I would do that shit at least for a couple weeks.
At least,
Yeah,
at least.
I know I'm finna have to deal with this. Let me party, but I got an excuse to party. I'm gonna take it, type shit. You know what I mean? And then going back to what you said about the villagers too, they introduced Leron, and I really enjoyed their portrayal of my boy Leron. For real, they was I'm gonna hit Leron with the day because they really was just about their business. They wanted to work on that machine. They worked on that machine, and they was being them, and I respect it because this could have been a wild portrayal, but it really wasn't. I love the show, man.
It's so great, bro. It's so great.
No, this is crazy. It's good for everybody. And then we gotta get to episode 3. Now we getting the virile, baby. Now we getting to the goat.
One of the hardest themes.
Man, and we talk about new metal revival because I know people like, especially on a lot of social media, which you probably ain't seen, but new metal. is having like a little revival and shit. We got Deftones back in the mix, Corn back in the mix. You know what I mean? Like all the kids is yearning for death metal. They all kind
What?
of thrown on an Affliction t-shirt, which is wild because they need to go back to education camp for that one. But
Infliction is crazy. Can we at least get some Mudvayne? Like, god dang, like
man, come on, bro. Affliction wasn't even new metal. That shit didn't get popular until like '05. New metal was dead in like '03. But like
what?
they don't get it, bro. Give me like, at least let me get some Linkin Park. But I'm getting off topic. Cause the soundtrack Viral was just like kind of like their early 2000s love letter, man. His shit came on. I felt like I was watching a Linkin Park Dragon Ball Z AMV in 2003 again, boy.
Bro, what? Vero step on the scene. It's AMV time. What?
And that's crazy because like when I'm watching this shit, when you recommended it to me, I must have not noticed it because I was still watching them. So it was just like, oh, okay, for sure they got that shit tight. But now since I'm grown, I ain't seen that in joint in like a minute. It's like, oh, wow, bro, like they got that joint in there. Oh yeah, and it's tough. It's tough. But yeah, man, and we got Common back at the King of the Marketing situation. He just named that Met Gurren, bro. And as soon as he named it, he started talking to people like, "You don't know? How you don't know what Gurren Lagann is, sir? You just made both of these names up yesterday." But I should know what this is, though. You're right. How do I don't know what this is? He makes you believe it for real.
He gets to talking greasy over something he just started, bro. Like that's be killing me.
And I'll be taking off like, damn, I gotta. It's like Eddie and it's like Eddie from Eddie and Eddie, bro. He really got the he the man with the plan for real. He don't even know he playing it because he can't read. Let's not forget he can't read.
Let's not forget he is illiterate. There
That's
is
all
no reason.
him. That's all him. He can't fucking read. They make it a point in this episode. It's like, damn, can't y'all can't read? And Yoko was like, I can read, and she read, and they said, damn, what the fuck is that, sir? That's a book.
Simone sitting there squinting hard as hell. Hey,
And
bro,
he the
what is
smart one.
that?
He the smart one. Can't read. It's crazy.
I'm looking at that bitch upside down, like, bro, what? Y'all looking at this shit for real, for real?
Yeah, y'all tweak it anyway. Gurren Lagann at 5, bro. Get this. You're right. And he right too. And he right. So it don't even matter that he capping because everybody's like, you're right. It's unanimous. So yeah, true. You're right. But that's back on him being king of marketing. I recognize it every time I see it, bro. Because I just didn't realize that. I thought this shit had like a meaning. Like I said earlier, no, he really just made it up, and everybody just rolled with it because it sounded hard. And that's you. You can't fuck with that. That's the brand. You feel me? He even got the decal on the bot. He just got that bitch yesterday. Fresh logo on it. Fresh logo.
Bro, got his sunglasses on that bitch the next day.
Just got it yesterday. Put
I
24s
just
on
got
it day
my whip.
two.
Where the spinners at? That's what he said. Where my spinners?
And he got them shits, boy. He got the spinners on that mug. And he said, man, I can't fight nobody without my tents. Y'all tweaking. And he got the tents. And y'all sitting telling me the whole thing about the village is we scavenge everything we bite, everything we fight. So we fight two gunmen. We need every part we can find on the battlefield. Then my boy found 40% tent on the battlefield from yesterday. Because I didn't see sunglasses on them robots before. But then we get to the fight with Vero a little bit later. We gonna see exactly how he get his swag up, bro. Because he be getting that shit.
Bro, when he oh my anyway, but yeah, no. So I think well, yeah, right after that, when he just got done putting the tents on that motherfucker, Simon still low key kind of going through his depression, cause you know he just got done murking the people who he feels killed his parents because they be causing the earthquake,
Yeah, he was going through that shit.
and you know what I'm saying. Yoko be coming through with her little want to help out, but like it's it's just like a big sister being like, "Hey, bro, you know you gonna get through that shit. It's
No,
alright."
she from the trenches, bro. She don't get all that shit for real.
She don't, bro.
She from over east. She from 79 for Yates. She talk the way she talk.
Hey, yo, chill, bro.
She gonna tell you how she feel. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? That's what you get.
But yeah, no, see, they do that, and like, I guess they going over, what's the, hold on, what's the mechanic's name? What's my name? What's my man?
Leron, don't forget Leron,
Leon, there we go, Leron. So Lee, you know what I'm saying? Leron polishing up Gurren and Lagan, you know what I'm
the
saying?
goat.
They going for little tests and stuff like that. And what killed me was it's like, oh. Simone couldn't get him to work real quick. You know what I'm saying? Yoko walked over and asked for something. Simone said, "Oh, okay, hold on, let me get logged on to work real quick."
Mhm.
What? Oh, okay. But
Yeah, we see you, Simon. You ain't slick.
we, you ain't slick, bro. But anyhow, motherfuckers go through that, and then it's like next day or whatever, and I guess they going to. I think it was either hunting or something like that. Yeah, Kamina went out there to hunt so they can get food.
Right? Yeah, yeah. That's what he running the Vero last time.
Yeah, cause Kamina had went out there. You know they need food or whatever, so they gotta hunt boars and shit since they on the surface now.
Yeah.
Kamina has got that motherfucker, but then when he got it, he went over there checking, and he was like, "Wait a minute, I only shot it once. Where this other arrow come from, bro?" Vero pop out the tall grass,
Pop
challenge
out the
me.
grass with the cleaver ready to go. He said, "I'm hungry too. Where the
Bro.
meat at?"
That's another thing, bro. Vero is like, first off, you I know you have a gunman. Why is your main melee weapon this big dumbass butcher knife, bro? You couldn't get a sword
Man,
too.
he
You
said, "I don't
couldn't.
need that shit for real. I get niggas with the pocket knife. I hear him, bro. He be really doing that shit.
That's that Leorio timing, bro. I understand,
Simple as
bro.
that, bro. Simple as that. No, yeah. So he pop out with that cleaver. He fighting Kamina, and then he ain't no Kamina fight dirty as hell.
Boy, what? Kamina does not fight. Ain't no fair fight. Ain't no fight a fair fight, bro.
Ain't no fight a fair fight. A fight is a fight is a fight. I'm beating your ass if you're not beating my ass type situation. So he fucking they neck and neck or they locked in with their blades. The Kamina pull an arrow from early out, try to slash veer across his face. That shit. He said, "Hey yo," and Kamina said, "Damn, I should have been quicker with that one." He's trying to take his jugular out. So that's when Vero gets serious, bro. So all right, bro, you a little better than you think you is. I thought you was, but you really not that shit, bro.
Then that man pulled out his Vero pulled out his own big ass gunman, bro. And then
Yes,
you,
bro.
oh Lord, you see his shit, and you like, damn,
Man,
what?
that giant was crazy.
This imperial white ass gunman he
Man, bro,
got.
straight and
Simone pulled up. Oh my God, thank God Simone pulled up. And that, bro, that's another thing. Kamina really be ready to stand on big business, but he be ready to die right there for
no,
no.
yeah, he don't take no prisoners, bro. This nigga Commodore really don't play no game. He don't play for keeps. He don't play for keeps at all.
He be like,
It is or it's not. It's nerf or nothing with this man right here, bro.
bro, he said, I don't run, bro. I run from nothing, bro. I mean that. I run from nothing.
I meant that shit. Next day, Vero pull up. We're left at sunset again, by the way. Left and leaving at sunset. Always leaving at sunset, bro. Vero last pull up the next day, and they both in Gurren Lagann again, bro. Or good, just Gurren, yeah, just Gurren, because they ain't fused yet. And this motherfucker Vero pull up with three swords, and he was dropping ball knowledge on Kamina, because Kamina was like, "How'd you get two heads of your shit?" And Vero last was like, "This a helmet, fuck boy. It's not damn two heads."
He was trying to put him on game too low key.
No, high key was put him on game.
Cause Vero shot that motherfucking cannon out the helmet, bro. Oh God.
He
I
said, "This
was
what
like,
he said. Let me show you what you can get when you get your rank up, little nigga." And was flexing on him, bro. And this man commented said, "Damn, how I get my drip up, fool? You can't get this drip up just by grinding, bro. You got to get a rank up, stupid ass. Like, damn, my
but
boy
then
Vero got the battle pass.
yo, Kamino really gives like idiot a new boundary of like
On
power, bro.
soul, bro. He raised the ceiling
He
for idiots.
really looked at Viral and said, "Damn, that nigga stronger than me because he got a hat on."
Mhm.
Hey, Simone, let me grab your nigga and put him on top of my head. What?
Nigga, let me put the snap back on. Simon, pull up.
Simone said, "Hey, bro, I don't think we could do that. I don't.
He
What?
put that motherfucker in his hair like an afro pick.
Oh my god!"
He fucking stuck his ass right in there, bro. And it worked.
And it worked, bro. Oh my god.
Everybody said this man dumb as hell. He's so stupid. He right, bro. He's so stupid. He's smart. Let him work, bro. Let him cook,
Let him
please.
cook, please,
Too
bro.
many chefs will spoil the broth. Let him do it, bro.
Oh my god.
He did
Yeah,
that shit,
yeah, that's how that shit was.
and nigga,
Last
he got on fucking got on viral ass, and then still took the helmet too.
and still took, bro, still took his hat and put it on, bro. What? Oh
And
my god.
I forgot about this rumor before the fight when Yoko was trying to get fucking Kamina. to tell Simone to go home because Simone kept tripping for real. Like I get it, but after every fight, he was like, "Man, big bro, let's just call this shit quits, bro. This shit cooked for real." And me, Carl was like, "Nah, man, relax, it's cool, bro." But he just wasn't hearing that shit, right? So then Yoko pulled up the comment like, "Yo, let me drive the boat." But Kamala told her, like, cool it, man. My little nigga got it. 100 emoji. It's just like that for real. 100 emoji and just kept it 10, bro. And Simone, like you said, showed everybody what was, bro. Yoko talked to him, and then they threw them shifts together, the match together, and got to it, bro. The level headed king Simone has arrived, bro. Now we the team for real.
Man, that's the 18. Who's you talking about?
Nah, it's 18, bro. So they decent. I feel like after these three episodes, the show really start for real, because they finally got all the characters in place and shit. And then I guess at the end of it, they get the HQ or the coordinates for the gunmen headquarters or whatever, where they got Gurren Lagann from the factory. And then Kamina takes his fucking daddy cape, really stepping into the fit. Leron pulls up the
Drip
goat
100. Like, come on now.
drip. You can't lead a home base without your drip on. And he studied the game well. He knows how to play ball, so he's ready to go. And
Hey,
we got.
not here, bro. I'm taking my cape. Thank you very much.
He said, "Man, he took at his daddy course. Said, Daddy, I'm finna get us off the porch for real." And got his niggas off the porch. Oh God, bro, they not in the front yard no more. They not in the neighborhood no more. He got him up. He got him out. So that's he put everybody on his back with that shit. And we got Leron pulling up for the maintenance, which I'm glad they covered that because if they didn't, it'd be like, how the fuck Guron repaired every episode? I like how they give like not only they give Leron time to do, but like the maintenance is actually a part of the plot. So respect to them for thinking ahead on that shit. And then Yoko and them go too because the rest of the village was like, you can dip out, we got it type shit. So we get the show going proper with the first three, four motherfuckers.
Right.
That's it. Shit. Next time we're gonna have to finish watching the next couple episodes of that joint and then come back and talk about it. But I'm glad we watched this again. I forgot how good this shit was for real.
Gee, me too. Oh my god.
It's so crazy.
I'm already knowing once I start getting into the later shit, I'm gonna be like, oh damn, I gotta stop myself from tearing up, boy.
Man, I was tearing up already. These three episodes, it's over with.
Shit is over with.
It's done. As soon as Carmen said, "Believe you, believe me," I'm like, you're right, big dog." Like it's a wrap. I'm gonna have to watch these the day before, write my notes, think I'm talking about it the day after. I'm done crying because I'm gonna be crying
Oh, low key, I can't stand it, bro. What's that? His favorite line: "Believe in the me that believes in you." Oh,
every time, bro. I'll be telling
oh,
people that shit now for real. This is gonna change my life for real. I'll be telling my shorty that when she gets sad, I don't know what to say. I'm like, man, she's like, how we gonna do this shit, man? Believe in the me that believes in you type beat, bro. I got it. If you don't think I got it, just believe in the me that think we got it because we both delusional type shit. This really shows you being delusional fucking works. That's the only way you get through. You gotta be delusional. You gotta be at least a little delusional to make it through, and it's proving it for real. Like ain't nothing to it but to do it,
on me.
man. I can't wait to see more of Vero. I'm glad my boy stayed relevant because he truly the goat. But yeah, I guess that'll be it for the first episode, man. Thanks y'all for coming to fucking Angry Scrubcast. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Shit.
Y'all have a good one.